everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Romo's Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D in AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good... NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. One man in the backfield, Elliott. On 1st and 10, Romo. And this is caught by Winton, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down, 8. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. 3rd and 2, it's Romo. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing, but this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood, but give them credit. They got it to pay off.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alone. This is Alfred Morris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. 3rd and long here. It's Romo. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, he's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Caught left side, Williams. 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
What's often perceived as a weakness of a 3-4 defense is the defensive line and their ability to stop a run game. But if you have a massive nose tackle or a nose guard who can sit in the middle and eat up double teams, that allows other guys to get to the ball much quicker.
Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rolando McClain in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
To throw is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. White 18. White 18.
Now a first down throw. Romo drops it underneath to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Set. Check. Gun. Here we go. Left 35. Gun.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Man open left side. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Time running out here on the play clock. Romo now to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Let's go now.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. Finding time. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Slot man moves right. Third and long here. It's Romo. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. And And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so, because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. The give is to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Romo, looking for someone to throw to. Out left side here to Bryant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's fourth down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Here's Romo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. This is Morris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on second down is Romo. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Bryant spread out to the right. Now Tony Romo on first down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain, and it's second down.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Third down and 4. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Wilson to give to Rawls. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They run with Morris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to throw. Romo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out left side here to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Set, right, 20.
Back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the...
And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go! 190!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Titans going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. First down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
3 yards to go on second down. Mariota now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target. Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the defense for Dallas.
When at his best, Orlando Scandrick is one of the top nickel cornerbacks in the NFL.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Following the fumble recovery, Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
As As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's brought down after a good gain.
Brandon, believe it or not, the first time I saw Rashard Matthews play was a practice session at the University of Nevada in preseason when he was there. And I remember I couldn't take my eyes off of watching him practice because I had not seen that young man before. And I thought, boy, he can be a special player. And I think he's turning into one in Tennessee.
Yeah, and Miami never was really the go-to option. But last year, let's see, 945 yards, 65 catches, 9 touchdowns, all easily career highs.
Began the season really as the number 2 or number 3 receiver in Tennessee. And before halfway through the year, he had become the number 1 option for Marcus Mariota.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Justin Durant in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the time. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long here for Mariota. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Mariota now to throw on first down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs here.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
first and 10. Here's Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. They come out here in the eye. Here's Morris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there, coming out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Darren McFadden. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Complete. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 53 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Murray the lone setback. Mariota on 1st down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down following the run. Mariota now on second down. Complete to right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kendall Wright, 27 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Ready. White 18. White 18.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Mark Mariani. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ready. White
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the on 3rd down, Romo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antoine Blake. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Second down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Justin Duran getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side, he has Winton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
Again to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Bryant spread out to the right.
Let's go now. Black 35. Black 35. Check. Go.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back now in Arlington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, Romo to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Let's go now. Left 35.
On second down, here's Romo. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In motion right comes Beasley. To throw on second down is Romo. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The play clock's running down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A run. It's Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a second down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Back to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. He's back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
family. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Romo's Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Get ready, blue 95.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Get ready, blue 95.
On second down, Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, black 35. Black 35. Go.
After the interception, here's Romo. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 61 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on fourth down, Palmer off. Catanzaro on for the field goal try. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw, Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now it's Morris. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On the sneak, it's Prescott. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. After the run, now Romo going to throw. He's got time. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On first down, Romo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on second down is Romo. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Romo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go now. Left 35.
The play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Romo. And that will be incomplete as well.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Get ready. 1-18.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees a short yard.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A huge play there for Arizona, and even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Palmer. That's complete right around the 8. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. John Brown from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden in there to get him for a loss of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Romo. And that'll be incomplete. Third down, 15 yards still needed. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Romo. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They go to Johnson again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and short, to give it to tight end. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Fresh set of downs here. Palmer gives to Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Second down, Palmer, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Romo. And on the left side, he's got Witten. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
The play fake for Elliott. Now Romo. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory.
This is actually pretty surprising that the first time Tony Romo and Des Bryant find each other is in the second half of the game.
Yeah, and that's obviously a big reason why they're losing right now.
Yeah, and it's really important for them and their offense to get Des the ball early, get him involved, get him in sync, because when he doesn't catch it, you never know how he's going to react, and sometimes it's not very favorable.
They come out here in the eye. Romo hands to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Gun. Set. Right 20. Right 20. Gun.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Romo now on second down. His pass caught at the 4. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. Without offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe-bashed it.
that. Super toe.
And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
To throw is Palmer. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Palmer. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.